Jimmy Connors and Manuel Orantes are on the court warming up right now for the men's singles championship. That Davis Cup captain that you just watched a minute ago has joined us here in the booth, Tony Trabert, and now Bill Talbert. And Bill, who is also the tournament director, as I'm sure most of you know, it's been a great week, or 10 days, 12 days now at Forest Hills.
It's been a very exciting time. We've had record crowds. The tennis has been excellent, and I think the fans have enjoyed it. A lot of it, up until 10:45 last night.
Some match last night between Orantes and Guillermo Vilas. Did you stay to see the whole thing?
I did not.
You did not?
I faded about 10 o'clock.
They played 3 hours and 44 minutes, and Orantes put on one of the most delightful comebacks you have ever seen. Let's go down to the court now and look at Connors and Orantes, I'm sorry, as they warm up. Orantes, closest to you. You heard Tony Trabert's rundown of his conversation with Manuel a little bit earlier. What about Jimmy Connors? What are your thoughts about him, both of you, in fact?
I would think that Jimmy would have to play the same kind of match against Orantes as he did yesterday against Borg. He'll have to attack. He'll have to get to net. He'll have to go for the winners. I don't think that he can stay in the backcourt all the time and win. Do you, Tony?
No, I don't think so, and I don't think he wants to. Jim has learned to be a little more patient on this type of surface. It's a little slower. They're the lifetime records. Connors is 5-1 over Orantes. A little misleading because they are 1-1 on clay courts. Orantes defeated Connors two years ago on clay. Last year, Connors defeated Orantes on clay.
And, of course, Connors is the defending champion. If you'll recall, last year on grass, he just destroyed Ken Rosewall.
A lot of businesses use a computer to solve problems, but there's one problem it can't solve: how to handle the computer printout. Fortunately, there's the Xerox 7700 duplicator. It can make regular copies and also reduce oversized documents like a printout into neat 8.5 by 11 sets. The Xerox 7700, a duplicator that solves one problem a computer can't.
If tennis is just a game to you, then the quality of your equipment probably isn't all that important. But if you come to play and mean it, you take your equipment seriously, starting with your choice of tennis balls. Penn Center Court balls are made by General Tire, the largest manufacturer of tennis balls in America. And that should tell you that Penn is just as serious about tennis as you are. Penn Center Court, the serious tennis ball.
Next Saturday from Belmont Park, the horse race of the year, the $250,000 Cup, including the best handicapped horses and the best 3-year-olds running today. Most of them ran in the Governor's Cup on September 1st. Wajima and Foolish Pleasure circled here as we show you the stretch run. Foolish Pleasure in the middle of the track has the lead, but he'll be caught at the wire by Wajima on the outside. What you must remember, however, is that day, Foolish Pleasure was giving 10 pounds away to Wajima. The weights will be different on Saturday, and so will the distance. It will be longer at 1.25 miles. That's Ancient Title on the rail, finishing third, the California handicapped horse. The race will include Forgo and Avatar, the winner of the Belmont. That's the Cup, Saturday, September 13th, the Super Bowl of racing.
That is all, of course, a part of the CBS Sports Spectacular. And spectacular it is at Forest Hills this afternoon, as Manuel Orantes and Jimmy Connors have just about completed their warm-ups. It's a partly cloudy day, I guess is the best way to describe it. Certainly no threat of rain at Forest Hills this afternoon. Very little wind, and so just about ideal conditions for playing tennis.
How much did Jimmy warm up before the match, Tony?
I think, I'm not sure how much he warmed up, but I know he wasn't going to hit a whole lot. I asked Orantes, and he said he was going to hit maybe for 5 minutes just to get loosened up, because at this stage, as you know, you're not going to change your strokes. It's a question of just getting the muscles toned and loosened up, break a sweat. Orantes is in the near court with his back to you, warming up, and Connors is in the far court.
Jimmy do anything special before a big match like this? How does he eat? What kind of food? How often?
I think the experienced tennis player does not really change his way of life from tournament to tournament. This obviously is one of the most important championships in the world, but I think it's smart if you don't change your system that's been successful for you. So he undoubtedly ate perhaps 3 hours ago to give it time to digest. I think his basic schedule would be routine. I think Orantes would be much the same, though his schedule was probably thrown off somewhat by his long match and late finish last night. He finished at 10:30. By the time he finished with the press, had his shower, got home, he said he was still very keyed up and excited. It was 2:30 before he finally got to sleep.
I wonder how much of an effect that will have on a highly trained athlete like both of these. The fact that Orantes had to play last night until 10:30, almost 10:30. As good a shape as he must be in to get this far in this kind of a tournament, I wonder how much it affects him.
It may not have a big ill effect on him. It certainly cannot help him. I think that's the safest way to say it.
Just get an idea of how tennis has grown by looking at that top figure. $496,000, including the 2 challenge matches. Connors has won that much, including those 2 matches in Las Vegas. Orantes, $118,000. I don't know what's going on. Something on the far side of the court behind Connors.
We put a lot of Spaniards up there. We got a lot of calls.
Behind Connors, you put him.
Orantes is going to serve first. Here we go.
Have to do it to the first point of the match. Hard attacking shot.
Serve was called out by Frank Hammond, one of the best linesman umpires in the business.
Comes Connors.
There's Frank Hammond, alert. Notice he doesn't try to follow the flight of the ball. He's watching down that line.
Out.
Now 40.
Triple break point for Connors in the first game of the finals of the U.S. Open Men's Singles Championships.
Connors wins the first game of the United States Open Men's Singles Championship. Connors 1 game, Orantes none, on a beautiful day at Forest Hills.
$1975 Opel. To those of you who have admired Opel's rugged disposition and frugal 4-cylinder engine, we make this brief but proud announcement. Fuel injection. Now in Opel Manta, 1900 sedan, and sport wagon. These special edition Opels are at your Buick Opel dealer now. But you'd better hurry, because you know what happens when you put fuel injection in great little cars like these. They go fast. Buick's Opel, dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone.
Is Coronet bathroom tissue soft as a baby's ear? Ask the experts.
I sit a lot. Softness is important to me. Coronet's very soft.
As a woman, I like Coronet's fragrance and softness.
I say Coronet's very soft.
Value's what I like about Coronet. Big value and softness.
Thank you, panel. You've made this a very soft job. Coronet Ultra 4 bath tissue from Georgia Pacific. Soft as a baby's ear.
This is action now in the second game, the first point of the second game. The ball is out, so it's love 15 now. In the second game, Connors won the first one.
You know, I would think that Orantes would like to get in some long rallies at this time in the match to get loosened up. He's definitely a little stiff and really not into it yet, and a couple of good long rallies could loosen those muscles some.
And muscles he has in abundance.
Good pair of underpinnings.
Mm-hmm. He was seated number 3. Connors was seated number 1.
Great approach shot, right on the baseline.
Borg's comment in the paper after the match against Connors said he hits the ball so hard and so deep. And, of course, that's the name of the game. Jimmy Connors.
Connors beat Borg in the semifinals to get
40-15.
40-15.
Tremendous two-hander by Connors. Cross court, catches the sideline. He now leads 2 games to none.
Orantes held up his hand, admiring the shot, telling Jimmy that was a great one.
One of the nicest kids you'll ever see on a tennis court. No matter how much pressure he's under, what the score is, he always acknowledges good shots by his opponent.
He's 26 and Connors is 23.
Orantes' forehand was wide. I wonder when it was the last time we played the U.S. Open or Forest Hills with 2 lefties in the finals. Bill Talbert, you're an expert on that.
Good question. I can go back to Johnny Doig in 1932, but he didn't play a left-hander. Going along. Fraser.
Laver's championship.
Laver. I flunked the test.
Drop shot misses wide. 15 all.
Out. 30.
Watch your hands, Carl.
Yeah. Whoa.
Watch it.
Forty.
40-15 for Orantes. So with 1 point here, he'll get on the board for the first time.
Game
Orantes on the board now. Connors won the first 2 games. Orantes wins this one. So on the championship, U.S. Open, Jimmy Connors leads at this point 2 games to 1.
In all the history of men's singles tennis, there have been only 3 Grand Slams. The Dunlop Maxply Fort racket was used in 2 of those 3 monumental victories. And Dunlop Championship tennis balls have been the official ball at major tournaments throughout the world, including the U.S. Open at Forest Hills. Play Dunlop tennis rackets and balls. Hold a part of history in your hands. And you may make a little history of your own.
And as you retire, Joe, carry this gold watch with you.
This year, Joe's retiring, not you. But when you do retire, you'll need more than a watch. You'll need money. So find out if you qualify for the new individual retirement savings plan at your savings and loan. The new income tax laws make this plan very profitable. Stop by at your savings and loan and ask about their individual retirement savings account. That watch is running.
We're in the fourth game now. 15-love the score in this game, with Connors serving from the far court to Orantes in this court. Connors leads in games 2-1.
Perfect topspin lob by Orantes. 15 all. Bill, have you found out the answer to that left-handed question?
Yes, the last two lefties in the final of 1969, Rod Laver beat Tony Roach in 4 sets.
We have bad memories.
But you do good research.
We've hit a lot of tennis balls into the net in those years.
15-30. Connors in the far court. Orantes with his back to you in the near court.
30 all.
Orantes saying move to the ball, don't just reach for it. Move the feet. And move the feet he does, and very well, as does Connors.
Extremely fast, both of them.
Ball was out. And break point for Orantes. This could get him back on serve if he can win this point and break Connors' serve. So Jimmy Connors misses a short approach shot, and Manuel Orantes of Barcelona, Spain is even at 2-all in the first set.
Game Orantes. Games are 2-all.
Ancho Segura, Connors' coach, advisor. Guy who really took him under his wing. And I suppose Tony and Bill, if it can be said this way, made him the tennis player he is.
He had a lot to work with.
And Jimmy's mother and grandmother really did most of the work, and Pancho put the finishing touches on it. That's out.
13 love.
He looks a little insecure right now, does Connors?
You know, this type of tennis now is so different for both players. Both Orantes against Vilas and Connors against Borg players hit a lot of topspin. The ball jumped up high. Now the ball is staying low.
Orantes tried the drop shot, which I know is not one of your favorites, Tony.
Well, it's just low percentage. Of course, you must try them once in a while, and they're hard to make. If you don't make it perfectly, you usually get beat.
Good serve. Right down the middle line.
Got a big serve for a little guy.
He does.
30-15. It was fun talking to him this morning about his match with Vilas, and he was recounting some of the points. He's saying at 4-all, I made 2 good shots, a topspin lob over his head, and I hit a serve on the line and skidded away for an ace, and his eyes lit up. Marvelous guy.
30 all.
30 all the score. It's amazing how a player in almost any sport can, when he's involved, as these two obviously are, can recall almost everything that happened.
He stands close to the center when serving to the deuce court. I've noticed that when he serves to the edge court, he's a good bit further over.
Just missed.
I think he wants to be able to swing the ball wider in the deuce courts as a lefty he stands out there farther. The difference between those two shots, Connor's approach on the previous ball was short, and he got past. That time he hit it deeper, and as a result, Orantes hit it in the net. Back to deuce. 2-all in the first set.
He's going to follow that one in. Hadn't tried that one before.
He won't catch it, I don't think. He got to it after all, but it's out over the sideline.
Look again.
The topspin lob. Jimmy turns. He knows the ball's going to run away from him when it bounces. He got to it, flipping it back, using a lot of risk, but it went out over the sideline. And back live, Orantes serving with the ad.
Games are 2-2. Good serve from Orantes. From high above the stadium at Forest Hills, the view from the Goodyear Blimp America.
You can do beautiful things with Schweppes tonic water, bitter lemon, club soda, and ginger ale. Everything Schweppes touches, it improves with the sparkle of Schweppescence and the curiously refreshing quality you get only from Schweppes. Let everything else be ordinary, the taste of Schweppes makes it extraordinary. Schweppes, the taste maker.
When people get hungry in St. Louis, they reach for the yellow pages. You'll find us here under restaurants. I'm Stan Musial. I've been in the restaurant business for 25 years. I know the value of Yellow Pages advertising. Every time that phone rings, chances are our ad is working. So if you're in St. Louis and want to see the real Stan Musial, reach for the Yellow Pages. But don't look under baseball players.
Let your fingers do the walking. It's a snap. Advertise in the Yellow Pages.
For the U.S. Open Men's Singles Championship, Jimmy Connors against Manuel Orantes. Connors to serve now, trailing 2-3.
Connors will circle the mark. One thing about Hartrue, the ball does leave a mark. It's easy to see it.
Doesn't mean there are no arguments, though.
That for sure. 15-all.
Up 30-15.
Went the wrong way. Let's look again at that.
This is what set it all off. The topspin down at Connors' feet. He half-volleyed the ball weakly on the service line. Connors gets down the line. Orantes went cross-court for the winner. Back live, it's 30-all.
He waits well. He doesn't hurry his shot.
30-20.
And break point for Orantes. Orantes has won the last 3 games after Connors won the first 2 games. Illy Nastasi and his wife Dominique anxiously watching on as Orantes has broken Connor's serve for the second time in a row and has assumed a 4-2 lead in his first set. Later today, Connors will play in the men's doubles finals with Illy Nastasi against Marty Reeson and Tom Ocker.
Ball's called a fault.
Orantes thought it was good.
Say goodnight. Connors has broken a string in his racket.
He just went over a minute ago and changed rackets.
Orantes doesn't know he's not there. Watch when he looks up. Hello. Where'd he go?
Talk about concentration. That's a pretty good example right there.
And a routine. A player gets into a certain sequence, a certain rhythm. Love 15.
For a minute, he thought he had won by default.
And he'd be the last fellow to want to win it that way.
I can imagine that's true. Connors would be the last guy to give it to you that way, too.
Orantes is hitting a lot of forehand with underspin, not giving Connors a lot of pace.
Orantes moves so easily.
Very graceful.
He always seems to be in position.
Illy Nastasi and his wife Dominique anxiously watching on as Orantes has broken Connor's serve for the second time in a row and has assumed a 4-2 lead in his first set. Later today, Connors will play in the men's doubles finals with Illy Nastasi against Marty Reeson and Tom Ocker.
Ball's called a fault.
Orantes thought it was good.
Say goodnight. Connors has broken a string in his racket.
He just went over a minute ago and changed rackets.
Orantes doesn't know he's not there. Watch when he looks up. Hello. Where'd he go?
Talk about concentration. That's a pretty good example right there.
And a routine. A player gets into a certain sequence, a certain rhythm. Love 15.
For a minute, he thought he had won by default.
And he'd be the last fellow to want to win it that way.
I can imagine that's true. Connors would be the last guy to give it to you that way, too.
Orantes is hitting a lot of forehand with underspin, not giving Connors a lot of pace.
Orantes moves so easily.
Very graceful.
He always seems to be in position. It was interesting, Tony hit that ball with an open stance. Very unusual.
And it's love 30. When Connors jumps on that short ball and hits it that hard, you don't have as much time to do all that preparation. And triple break point for Connors. A little bit of a loose game by Orantes so far.
Bad shot, Jimmy.
Take a look at that again. Connors comes in, gets the drop shot, hits his ball up the line. He sees it coming cross court and tries a drop volley that wasn't too good. As Bill Talbert described it, bad shot. Still double break point for Connors. It's 15-40. Fine play by Jimmy Connors. Breaks Orantes' serve. They're now back on serve as they change course, with Orantes leading 4-3 in the first set.
Game, Connors.
This new light beer from Miller is everything you've always wanted in a beer, and less.
It's less filling, and Light's got 1/3 less calories than their regular beer.
I don't think I drank all this beer myself. The cats in the peanut gallery polished off a few. But at last, there's a great tasting beer that's less filling. Now, the next thing they come up with will be electric drumsticks, and I'll be out of a gig.
New Light. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Rapid Shave takes you inside tennis with Pancho Gonzalez.
1948 Forest Hill Singles Finals.
It was very late and getting dark. The umpire said we only had time for 3 more games. I won them all. I was unseeded and won my first championship.
That's a little bit of yesterday. Rapid Shave also has a little bit of yesterday in it. The same kind of soap you used to whip up with a brush. Gives me a great shave.
Rapid Shave wants you to look good out there.
From the Goodyear blimp down at the bottom of that beautiful picture, the stadium at Forest Hills, where the men's finals match between Jimmy Connors and Manuel Orantes is in progress. Orantes 4 games, Connors 3 games. Connors serving now from the far end of the court.
Pat, I'd like to pay tribute to Bill Potter, the tennis coach at the University of Florida, who received the Wilson Intercollegiate Coach of the Year award. He's had a tremendous run down there. He's won like 350 matches and lost about 110.
Sounds like your record. Connor serving at 3-4. Oh!
Caught the line.
President of CBS Incorporated, Arthur Taylor, who is a tennis enthusiast and a tennis player himself, watching this final action. Connors back.
All.
15 all. The obvious game plan of Orantes is not to give Connors pace. Try to move him around.
Oh, yes, yes.
He really has those quick feet.
He does indeed, and the real story about a top professional athlete or a top tennis player is that when he gets that ball above the net like that, he really goes after it. He's not afraid of it. He's not afraid to miss it. 30-15, Connors leading. The volley was out.
30 all.
Orantes puts such pressure on you that you have to go for even a better shot, and that's why Jimmy misses a few.
Both players have respect for the other's ground strokes, the ability to make the passing shots.
Connors' ball hit the line. Beautiful backhand by Orantes.
Unbelievable. He was about 6 yards behind the baseline when he hit that shot.
We'll take a look and see how far Orantes is back. He's 12, 14 feet behind the baseline and hit a passing shot that Connor just got his racket on as we come back live. It's break point for Orantes. He missed it.
Keeps talking to himself about swinging through the ball.
Three-four deuce. The first set, Connor serving.
Oh!
Double fault. And break point number 2 for Orantes. First double fault of the match.
Very solid.
So Orantes on your left, Connors on your right. Back to deuce.
Connors serving 3-4.
Jimmy's missing that serve by a good bit on the first one. That was way wide.
Here's so much, Tony, about the solid ground strokes of Connors and the two-handed backhand and so on and so forth. Rarely do you see him miss an overhead.
That's correct. And, you know, he's not what's considered to be an outstanding volleyer, but he comes in behind such good shots, he oftentimes has easy balls to volley.
Don Budge was one that did that so well.
We're back to deuce. Against Borg, Connors said that he was being passed early in the match, and he suddenly realized Borg was making most of the passing shots up the line, and he started to look for it.
What do you mean off the line?
Was going up the line, instead of cross court.
Right.
And Connors started to play for it. He'd come to the net and then look for the shot to come up the line, and he was much more successful at picking off the passing shots.
You think about Rosewall when you talk that way?
Uh-huh.
Advantage Connors.
Broswell always went cross-court on his forehand.
And one of those good smashes you're talking about, Pat Summerall, has gotten Connors even at 4-all in the first set.
That in the upper right-hand corner, that darker green-looking surface, is Mod Sod. And maybe, Bill Talbot, you could tell us something about that.
Well, I think it's a great court and the court of the future because it has all the ingredients of grass except no bad bounces. And it does pay off the player with the premium shot. He's not penalized by a slow court that everyone can get the ball back on.
I understand also very little maintenance.
No maintenance at all. That court's been down for 10 months and hasn't been touched. Played on after a snow last winter.
And back to the action down at courtside. Orantes won the first point. It's 15-love.
Games are 4-all.
Perfect shot by Jimmy Connors. You'll see Connors come in after the drop shot. It was a good drop shot, and he goes back up the line and hits it right in the corner. Orantes couldn't get there. Back live, it's 15-all. When the good player makes a drop shot, he moves inside the baseline in case the other player drops it back over the net. So when you go up the line as Connors did, you've got him locked up.
Nastasi and his wife Dominique just disappeared from your picture. They're watching Connors. Good friends, and Nastasi is Connors' doubles partner. They'll play later on this afternoon.
Nasty won the Zing Championship 6-1 against Gerolaitis this morning.
Come on now, you got to explain that.
It's a new game in town.
Oh, boy. Wow. Here comes Connors on the attack. His ball wasn't too deep, and it gave Orantes a good swing at it, and he just hit a nice backhand cross-court for a clean winner. Back live, it's 40-15. Orantes serving at 4-all in the first set. And, of course, this is the men's singles finals of the U.S. Open Championships at Forest Hills, New York.
Thought the ball at his end of the court was not good.
No, he's now saying yes, it was good. He looked at the mark, he looked at the lines, he realized that ball hit right on the sideline and almost on the baseline as well. It's 40-30.
Games are 4-all. Holds service. And for the U.S. Open Men's Singles Championships, he leads in the first set 5-4. You're looking at Forest Hill.
Introducing the Flip.
1, 2, 3, 4. Flip the flash and shoot. 4 more. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's fast and fun and featherweight.
General Electric introduces Flip Flash. 8 flash pictures in one trim package. GE's Flip Flash is designed for the newest pocket cameras like Kodak Trim Light or Tele Instamatic. Flip Flash. 8 great pictures with just a flip of the wrist.
2, 3, 4.
Flip Flash.
And shoot. 4 more.
From General Electric.
Buick has taken the concept of a V8 and created something pretty special. The Buick V6. It shares design efficiencies with our V8s, but with greater fuel economy. And it's so good we've made it standard on 3 entirely different sized Buicks. The small rakish Skyhawk, the compact Skylark, and the mid-size Century. It means you can drive your idea of an economy car and enjoy a Buick at the same time. Buick, dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone.
Bob? There is Robert Wussler, Vice President of CBS Sports, who has to be very proud of what he's looking at right now. Great spectacle. Hi, Bob. Connor serving at 4-5 now in the first set for the men's singles championship of the United States at Forest Hills, New York. Ball is out.
Orantes throwing a lot of junk at him. No speed, nothing to work on. Got to put it all on yourself.
Out. 15 all.
Again, Orantes is saying to himself, move your feet, don't just stab out for the ball. It's 15 all.
Shots from Orantes look very deceptive.
Well, he goes either way. He can go down the line, he'll roll it. He also hits the top spin lob, so it's tough to pick.
He waits so long, too, to make the shot. He can hold it.
And it's double set point for Orantes. 15-40, double break point.
Just on the line.
There's Pancho Segura nervously watching. It's still set point for Orantes. Connors anticipated the forehand by Orantes coming cross court, and there it came. Orantes sliding the ball. In comes Connors. Orantes bangs the forehand down the line and wins the first set from Jimmy Connors, 6-4. A tremendous ovation for the Spaniard.
That is only the second set of this tournament that Connors has lost. He lost one set to Harold Solomon. And that is all. Now he's behind for the first time in this championship. And the #1 seed looks a little bit concerned.
Bill Talbot, we have some attendance figures that I think you'll be proud to announce as tournament director.
Hey, that looks good. 216,683 for the tournament. That's about 63,396 more than we had last year.
And our congratulations to you and your staff for a job well done.
Thank you.
Orantes serving to Connors. Score is 15-love. Orantes won this first set 6-4. Playing like a man charged up.
Let's watch the drop shot by Orantes. You see Connors take the looping swing, which normally says cross court. Orantes read it up the line, blocked the volley into the open court, and he now has 30 love in the first game of the second set.
His plan seems to be just to run Jimmy as much as he can, make him move all over the court, in, out, back, around.
And he's hitting a lot of underspin on both forehand and backhand, which keeps the ball lower, and it's stretching Jimmy out a little bit more. 30-15.
Whatever that plan is, it's working so far. Orantes won the first set 6-4. It's now 40-15 in the first game of the second set.
That's hard work.
I'll say, look again.
And watch how Connors anticipates. He goes cross court. He sees the volley coming down the line and really banged the forehand volley for a winner. Back live, it's 40-30. That's Connors waiting to return Orantes' serve. And the service ace by Manuel Orantes helps him hold serve in the first game of the second set. Orantes has won the first set 6 games to 4. He leads in the second set 1-love, and we'll be right back.
Michelin is here, making tires for American cars, American drivers, American roads. Michelin, the people who pioneered the radial tire 27 years ago. And while Michelin makes only radial car tires today, we're not a one-tire company. We make radials for every make of car. Michelin, the new American tire company with 86 years of dedication to making the best tires in the world. The best tire we make is the only tire we make.
One way I can help you hold on to your car is give you a battery you can hold on to. Sunoco True Blue. It's so good, Sunoco will back it up for as long as you own your car. If True Blue ever fails to hold a charge in your present car, Sunoco will replace it free with proof of purchase. Just make sure it hasn't been damaged by accident or abuse. So as long as you sit behind that wheel, I'll stand behind my battery.
True Blue, full lifetime warranty.
Number 1 seeded Jimmy Connors has his work cut out for him against Manuel Orantes. Orantes won the first set 6-4. He won the first game of the second set. Great job turned in this past 12 days by a lot of people here at the West Side Tennis Club. I'll tell you about some of those in a minute. All the officials, though, have done just an outstanding job.
Love.
Too much depth and power that time.
30 love. Maybe you can hear Connors grunting after every shot. Hear that?
Out. 40.
Listen after this serve. Do you think he's not putting everything he's got into it?
And a service ace by Jimmy Connors helps him hold serve and level at 1-all.
Like he might be getting serious about this thing.
Second set. Giving himself that little pep talk with a pat on the bottom.
Let's get fired up. Let's get going.
That really doesn't look like much of a second serve from Orantes.
Gets a lot of spin on it, Pat. I was talking to Tony about it. He almost starts under the ball, comes up, over, and around it, and it has a lot of forward motion to it. Lands short, but carries deep and bounces high, which is a tough ball to hit. Not the most decisive volley, but a winner.
Okay, let's watch Connors go cross court for the ball. Goes down the line, but Orantes got over there quickly enough to volley cross court.
15 all. Games are 1-all in the second set.
Was out just over the baseline. 30-15.
Both players start with one ball in their hand when they serve. That method of putting a ball in the pocket was started by another boy from St. Louis, Butch Buchholz.
Of course, Connors does it because he hits a two-handed shot. He doesn't want a ball in his hand.
John Bromwich used to hit with two ends. He'd throw the ball behind him as if he got the first serve in. The depth of the ground strokes in this match have been excellent.
Good point.
Here comes Connors. His ball lands very deep. The lob was short. Orantes was out of position, so Connors just blocked the volley into the open court. It's 40-30. 1-all in the second set. Orantes won the first set 6-4. Way out over the baseline by Connors. So Orantes successfully holds his serve to lead 2-1 in the second set. He's won the first set 6-4. And there's a lovely view of the tennis at Forest Hills.
Attention, please. Susan
Old Launch Pad 19. I don't have to tell you that my Gemini flights from here took expert planning. But so does the proper handling of your family's financial security. You really need the expert guidance of a trained life insurance representative, especially one who's experienced in related financial matters. I recommend that you see someone from Mutual Benefit. Get expert help.
Mutual Benefit. You take care of today, we'll take care of tomorrow.
Rapid Shave takes you inside tennis with Pancho Gonzalez.
I teach Thinkum tennis to make you concentrate on watching the ball. You play it inside the service box. This brings you so close to your opponent, you're forced to watch the ball. Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
And here's a tip about Rapid Shave Lime. Was the first lime shaving cream ever made. Smells just like fresh lime.
Rapid Shave wants you to look good out there.
Orantes just hit a great lob to win the first point of the fourth game of the second set. Connors serving at 1-2 after Orantes won the first set 6-4.
Next.
Score is love 15. Who yesterday won the women's championship, United States Open, looking on with a very, very concerned expression right now.
Rightfully so.
I think you're right.
It's love 30. Now it's love 40. Triple break point for Orantes.
Jimmy asking someone to be quiet while the point's in progress.
Good forcing shot by Connors. Orantes went for broke from a very difficult position and knocked it about 20 feet past the baseline. 15-40. Good. For the second time in the same game, a worried Pancho Segura watching. We'll take a look at it again. Watch the topspin lob by Orantes. He did it on the first point, but you did not see because of the commercial. You see it there, high over Connors' head, dipping quickly near the baseline for a winner. Orantes has broken serve and now leads 3-1 in the second set.
He won the first set. He was seeded number 3. Connors was seeded number 1. Connors had a rather easy time getting into the finals. Orantes, very difficult one. Ball is out.
Bad error that time by Connors. He made a good play. He hit a deep ball and he sort of sneaked into the net. Orantes tried to float it deep, and Connors had a pretty easy volley, but he hit it over the baseline.
Good serve from Orantes.
Jimmy's in trouble.
He is indeed.
The thing that Connors has to do is try to remain patient, but on the other hand, continue to look for the openings. Service ace.
All we looked at then was the ball going by. Beautiful serve.
40. Here's a guy that's playing with a lot of confidence. Not that one. Orantes.
Got good wrist action in that serve.
Big winner there by Connors. It's 40-15 for Orantes. He's leading 3-1 in the second set.
Orantes nodded to Connors and said, nice shot.
30.
Connors has missed that same shot when he's tried to go under the ball, but that time he had a lot of topspin on it, hit it for an outright winner.
Bright sun out there now.
Oh!
That always helps.
Deuce. Double fault got Connors even. Second for Orantes.
That's out, and just like that, coming from 40 love, Connors now has a break point. Orantes had 40 love. He's now looking at a possibility of losing his serve. Connors bouncing up and down, trying to get the adrenaline flowing.
Jimmy.
Unforced error by Connors.
Bad error. On a crucial point. Very crucial for Jimmy.
Scores deuce.
Tony, would it make any sense with Jimmy coming to net, always going to the corner, the forehand or the backhand, to possibly try the middle?
Sure, it cuts down the angle. Might be a good play. It's break point again for Connors.
Good serve and a good return.
Oh,
a great shot.
Jimmy liked it. Sort of a stiff arm overhead by Connors for a placement. So instead of Orantes holding serve and leading 4-1, it's 3-2.
We'll be back with more action from the West Side Tennis Club and Forest Hills after word from your local station.
Rhoda starts her new season by firing Carlton the Doorman. But Carlton has a secret weapon. Tomorrow at 8, 7 Central on CBS.
Football returns in a big way next Sunday afternoon on CBS. They're the games you will see next Sunday on CBS. Right now, action at Forest Hills. Pick it up. Orantes in the near court. Connors at the top of your picture. That's first point.
Great lob by Jimmy from a very difficult position.
And Chris Everett watching on, enjoying that particular point.
Just to update you a little bit more, Orantes won the first set 6-4. He leads in this set 3-2. Connors serving now, 30 love.
A delayed call called out. $40 love for Connors.
To get even.
They got to hold this serve to get even at 3-all. It's out.
40-15.
Funny, that 40 love lead sometimes seems so big, but it can just evaporate so quickly.
Saw it happen just a minute ago to Orantes.
Effective with his drop shot. Used it well.
40-30.
Yeah, he's not always trying to win outright with it, but he figures that if Jimmy gets to it, it'll be low. He won't be able to do much with it, and that'll give him a good swing at a passing shot. Still 40-30. Orantes on your left, Connors on the right. Not this time, nope. So Jimmy Connors holds serve to get even at 3-all in the second set.
Games are 3-all.
Orantes won the first set 6-4. He'll be serving now new balls.
Changing balls on 9 and 7. 7 and 9.
course, that 7 and then 9 means that they allow 2 games for the warm-up on the original balls. After that, every 9 games they'll change.
Got the tape.
You know, watching Orantes, if you don't really understand what he's trying to do, it looks like he's tentative, like he's scared, but he really is just not trying to hit the ball very hard on purpose. Just out.
Looks almost casual about the whole thing.
Well, he has fine composure on the court. Good inner control.
Like one of the Latin lovers.
Back in the 30s, great champion Ellsworth Vines was beaten here at Forest Hills by Sidney Wood using the same tactic, just kicking the ball back, throwing nothing on it, no speed.
And that was on grass.
On grass. A little harder to do than on this.
Yeah, that would be pretty tough to beat Connors, giving him no speed on grass and staying back.
I think he was a little indecisive on that one. He didn't know whether to go down the line or cross court, and then at the last minute he said down, cross court and way out.
30 all. Out.
I'm impressed with that second serve of Orantes. No speed, but good bit of top spin. It really puts Jimmy in a difficult position.
Jimmy might try to take that ball earlier once in a while on the second serve, maybe tack behind it. It's 40-30. To it and just hit it over the other sideline. Tremendous effort by Jimmy Connors, but it wasn't enough.
I hope he's in good shape.
Orantes holds serve and now leads 4-3 in the second set. He's won the first set 6-4, and we're in the finals of the U.S. Open Championships.
Second set, 4-3.
We strung these tennis rackets with the same polyester fiber that gives our King Coral Posture Bond mattress a firmness that lasts, really lasts. This grid is bonded between the springs and the layers of cushioning to prevent them from working down in and around the springs. That's why the firmness lasts. If you live life to the fullest, you can't live with a mattress that's pooped out. So get a King Coral Posture Bond.
At races like the Daytona 500, Cale Yarborough proved that Valvoline racing oil can take the punishment in this kind of driving. In the mountains of New Mexico, Ron Lyman proves that Valvoline All Climate stands up to his kind of driving. Prove to yourself that Valvoline motor oil can take it in your kind of driving, too. Valvoline, for every kind of car, every kind of driving. Quality products of Ashland Oil, a growing worldwide company.
First point of the 8th game of the second set. Connors serving at 3-4.
That's the best way to take away that little dink stuff and that soft stuff, is to come in behind that serve a few times, then he's going to have to swing at it. over the baseline.
15 all.
Well, I'll tell you, there's plenty of pressure on Jimmy Connors right now because he's lost the first set. It's very close in the second set. He knows he has to stay in this second set or he's really in trouble. Take a look at the ball that Connors perhaps misses more than any other shot. The low approach on the one-hander, he hits the net an awful lot with it. 15-30. He overcompensated that time and hit it over the baseline, and it's now double break point for Orantes, which would put the Spaniard ahead 5-3 in the second set. Of course, that's a big if. He has to win one of the next 2 points to do it. Right smack on the baseline. Connors let the ball go, but I don't think he could have really reached it and had a play, so he had to just hope it would go out, but it didn't.
Where would Orantes have gotten this idea of those dink shots, the underspin? Is that his idea? Who's his coach?
I don't know who his coach is, Pat, but he's played Connors 6 times. He's 1-1 with him on clay courts, and obviously you can't outslug Connors, so the next best thing is to try to soften it up.
He has been masterful at that.
It's not easy, Pat, to manufacture your own speed, especially on this court, where no matter how hard you hit it, some player of Orantes' ability can track it down. Good volley by Connors, solid.
Love 15.
Connors on the left, Orantes on the right. Love 15. 5-3 in the second set.
Good serve.
15 all.
Now that's the answer to it. Just do that every time.
We'll take a look at that answer right here as Orantes hits a short ball to Connors' two-hander. He just comes in and really whips it cross court. No way Orantes can get to it. Back live.
15-30.
Unbelievable lob off of a very tough shot.
Super tennis by Orantes. 30 all the score now.
That lob just seemed to carry more and more, and Jimmy got up for it and just could barely reach it.
Oh!
Out over the sideline, and it's now set point for Orantes in the second set. The Spaniard has won the first set 6-4. Way out over the baseline, so the underdog, Manuel Orantes, now leads Jimmy Connors 6-4 and 6-3, 2 sets to love.
And we have the makings of a major upset in the making at Forest Hill. Bill Talbert's working with us. Watch him now.
You can buy a powder to help keep your feet dry, and you can buy a cooling foot refresher, and you can buy an athlete's foot treatment. Or you can buy Desenex. Desenex does it all. Sprayed into shoes and boots, it helps keep feet dry and comfortable. Sprayed through stockings, it soothes and cools hot, tired, aching feet. And medicated Desenex powder helps relieve itchy, burning, peeling feet. Athlete's foot. Desenex. It does a lot more than just fight athlete's foot.
1975 Opel. To those of you who have admired Opel's rugged disposition and frugal four-cylinder engine, we make this brief but proud announcement. Fuel injection. Now in Opel Manta, 1900 sedan, and sport wagon. These special edition Opels are at your Buick Opel dealer now. But you'd better hurry, because you know what happens when you put fuel injection in great little cars like these. They go fast. Buick's Opel, dedicated to the free spirit in just about everyone.
Not too far from here, a very important baseball game between the Mets and the Cardinals at Shea Stadium. Isn't that a great shot from the Goodyear blimp? Locked in that pennant fight, trying to catch the Pittsburgh Pirates. And not too far away, as I said, another great stadium, Forest Hills, the West Side Tennis Club, and another great match. And Manuel Orantes in the near court. Jimmy Connors in the far court. Connors serving now the first game of the third set. Orantes won the first two. 6-4 and 6-3.
I don't believe it.
Fantastic forehand by Orantes.
Just keep in mind again that he played tennis here last night until 10:30 against Guillermo Vilas to get into the finals, and watch him again.
Good anticipation by Jimmy.
The packed stadium is just loving the tennis. They're really enthusiastic. They gave both players a tremendous ovation as they came out of their respective ends of the court. 15
Somebody
all.
talking to Connors up behind him. Connors just offered him his racket. Said, if you want to play, come down. And now another vocal member.
One thing about tennis fans, they won't permit an individual to do a lot of that shouting. They'll get on in themselves because they want to see tennis the way it should be.
The influence of world team tennis, Tony, you know, they encourage them to do that.
Okay, it's 15 all.
The accuracy of those lobs has been incredible. Chrissy Everett watching as Connors has his day getting longer and longer. Shot.
Good play by both fellas. Take a look at their rallying. Connors comes in with a real hard one-hander up the line. Orantes couldn't handle it. It's now 30 all. We're in the first game of the third set. Orantes has surprisingly won the first two sets, 6-4, 6-3. an outright winner by Manuel Orantes.
30-40.
Connors comes charging in. Orantes takes the loop, flips it up over his head. Jimmy knows he can't reach it and can't get back for it. It's now break point for Orantes to get back to live action. That's the first serve by Connors that misses.
It's 30-40. That's it. An amazing Manuel Orantes, after winning the first 2 sets, now leads 1 game to love in the second set. That's where the World's Fair was, Flushing Meadow Park.
Rapid Shave takes you inside tennis with Pancho Gonzalez.
The forehand should be everyone's bread and butter shot. To get power into your forehand, you have to transfer your weight from your back foot to your front foot. The forehand must always be hit with the weight on your front foot. Transfer, back to front.
And here's a tip about Rapid Shave. It has all the popular fragrances, but it's the only one with this cologne scent. Smells terrific.
Rapid Shave wants you to look good out there.
You are watching 2 automatic typewriters in action. One is the best known. The other has just been introduced. The new one can automatically type in both directions at the rate of up to 350 words per minute. The automatic typewriter that's twice as fast is made by Xerox. That's right, Xerox.
Score is 15-love in the second game of the 3rd set. Orantes serving to Connors. Out. Spaniard won the first 2 sets. Very, very concerned Chris Everett, who won the women's championship here at Forest Hills yesterday.
And she knows that feeling of being in a tight battle because she was in a bunch of trouble herself. She had lost the first set against Yvonne Goolagong. Very close in the second set and was down a break in the third, but the champion that she is, she came through. Just out.
30 all.
30 all. Now, Pat, the official referee of the U.S. Open is Mike Blanchard, and his wife, Flo, received the 1975 John T. McGovern Umpires Award for given annually to the official who contributes the most to the cause of tennis officiating. Quite an officiating family.
.40-30 now, with Orantes serving.
And that low, slow stuff by Orantes is really very, very effective. So,
score is 15-love in the second game of the 3rd set. Orantes serving to Connors. Out. Spaniard won the first 2 sets. Very, very concerned Chris Everett, who won the women's championship here at Forest Hills yesterday.
she knows that feeling of being in a tight battle because she was in a bunch of trouble herself. She had lost the first set against Yvonne Goolagong. Very close in the second set and was down a break in the third, but the champion that she is, she came through. left out. 30 all. 30 all. No, Pat, the official referee of the U.S. Open is Mike Blanchard, and his wife, Flo, received the 1975 John T. McGovern Umpires Award for given annually to the official who contributes the most to the cause of tennis officiating. Quite an officiating family.
.40-30 now, with Orantes serving.
And that low, slow stuff by Orantes is really very, very effective so far against Connors.
One of the very, very few times he has even thought about coming to the net.
He's a human backboard, that man Orantes, you know?
Who thought of that?
You sit here and watch him hit all those balls. It's not hard.
That ball hit the tape and skipped into Orantes.
Let's watch Connors. He just pounds the one-hander up the line. Orantes rolled it cross court, and the ball hit about a foot inside the sideline. It's advantage Orantes. Orantes leads 1-love with a service break in the third set, and he's won the first 2 sets. And a service ace by Orantes, hit on the sideline and skipped away. Orantes holds serve and now leads 2-love in the third set.
Never seen that expression on Jimmy Connors' face. I've never seen him lose, in fact. Of course, he has, but I've never seen it. He looks dejected, worried.
Yeah, I wouldn't say dejected, Pat. Certainly confused and a little frustrated. One thing about Connors, when he gets in trouble, he really goes for broke. He doesn't pull his horns in. That's out. 15 all is obviously worried. Ili Nastasi looks on from the sidelines.
Orantes is the man who eliminated Nastasi in 4 sets. And of course, Ilya is Connors' doubles partner. They'll play later on this afternoon in the doubles finals against Tom Acker and Marty Reeson.
It's 30-15. That's out. 40-15. A smart play by Connors on that second smash, Pat. Instead of going from one corner to the other, he hit it straight up the middle, figuring that Orantes would be guessing and going to one corner. Oh.
Ball's good.
Right on the line. Orantes isn't sure. Connors wasn't sure, but he'll certainly take the call. So,
from the Goodyear blimp, look at the site of Forest Hills. Packed house for the finals.
Orantes leads in the third set. 2.
You're the pro, George. I need some new tires. What kind should I get?
You're holding the answer in your hand.
X-Fly tires?
Turn it around, Frank.
Dunlop. Dunlop tires, of course.
Sure, Dunlop's one of the largest tire manufacturers in the world. That means a lot of people are putting a lot of trust in Dunlop on the road.
When you want to get more out of your drive, see a pro.
That's me. See your Dunlop Pro. If you like us on the fairway, you'll love us on the freeway.
If you drive, nobody has to tell you the price of gasoline is not what it used to be. So for your benefit, there's STP gas treatment. If you have a dirty carburetor, STP can help restore the precious mileage you're probably losing. Because STP gas treatment helps clean gas-eating dirty carburetors and helps keep them clean. Play it safe. Put STP gas treatment in every tank full. The way prices have climbed, you can't afford a dirty carburetor.
Manuel Orantes in the near court. Jimmy Connors at the other end. Games are 2-1. That's Manuel's wife.
She sort of looks nervous, but I'm sure just hoping that her husband can pull home a winner from this spot. Orantes is serving, leading 2-1 in the third set, and he's won the first 2 sets.
If he wins, he'll take away $25,000, plus the prestige of being the U.S. Open champion.
Here comes Connors on the attack. The good one-hander cross court, very deep. The lob was not deep enough, and Connors knocked the smash off for a winner. Back live, love 15. You know, Pat, it occurred to me in the last game that Connors was in the same position that Orantes was in last night against Vilas, down 2 sets and 2 love.
You were going to turn the lights on again tonight?
Might have to, Bill Talbert.
I suspect you might.
Love 30.
Love 30. Service out.
Just missed the center service line. That second serve fascinates me, Tony.
Sure been effective. Beautiful shot by Connors.
Went for broke on that one.
Take a look at that again. You'll see how Orantes is sort of moving around. Connors runs around a one-hander and hits it back into the other corner. Perfect spot. And we're back live. And there's a service break for Jimmy Connors, one that he needed so badly to get even at 2-all in this third set.
Game, Connors. Games are 2-all.
Games are 2-2. We're in the third set with Connors serving. Orantes won the first 2 sets. Scores of 6-4 and 6-3. Connors turning it on now.
And it's 40 love.
40 love.
And with a good disguised cross court, Connors holds serve and now leads 3 games to 2 in the third set.
Game.
Some want a home in the valley, some want a house on a hill. Savings and loans lend the money to buy, they build your money as well. Put your money where it builds. At your savings and loans. Put your money where it builds. America. At your savings and loans.
When the sun goes down and you catch the last wave of the afternoon and take that long, sweet ride home, none of the wipeouts seem to matter. Now comes Miller time. Time to look back on all the big ones of the day with the best-tasting beer you can find. America's quality beer, Miller High Life.
If you've got the time, we've got the beer. Miller beer. Miller beer.
Game 6 of set 3. That's first point. Orantes won the first 2 sets. Connors leads in this one 3-2. Orantes serving.
Didn't take that extra step, Tony.
Orantes likes to slide over and sort of face the net on the forehand side so he can push off and come back, but he certainly did not get over to that one very well.
15 all.
Hold. A little bit of touch, maybe.
Forehand rolled cross court. Connors was waiting for it. The backhand cupped, angled back cross court for a winner. 30-15.
Last shot would give you an idea of how well he disguises, whether he's going down the line or cross court.
One thing that so many of the less than great players do, they always feel in hitting a passing shot that they have to hit the ball very, very hard.
Looks like Connors' approach shot took a bad bounce. You watch Orantes have to dip down all of a sudden because the ball didn't come up. He didn't make a good shot, and Connors knocked off the volley. Back live, it's 30 all.
Beautiful depth.
Just out.
Think Jimmy liked that one?
30-40.
And it's break point for Connors.
Next.
Good serve by Orantes.
Slipped a little change of speed on the second serve to Connors.
Hold.
That's out over the baseline. Now Orantes has the advantage. He's trying to hold serve to get even at 3-all in the third set. Way out over the baseline, and Connors is really upset with himself as Orantes holds serve, and it's 3-all in the third.
Game, Orantes. Games are 3-all. Third set.
Of course, the longer this match goes, the more you have to consider. Right, a dejected and obviously nervous Pancho Segura, as Connor's coach, saying you have to start thinking about the match Orantes had last night, the long one. How much did it really take out of him?
So far, it doesn't appear that it took too much out of him. Like it just warmed him up a little bit.
He's had the best record of all the players in recent weeks. He's had to put together a lot of good wins.
He's beaten Vilas the last 4 times they've played one another.
I think he looks a lot bigger than he is. He's 5'9½", 160 or thereabouts. But very, very muscular.
On the other hand, Connors is 5'10" and 150. Just out.
50, 30.
Change of pace is doing the job.
Go!
Double break point for Manuel Orantes. It's 15-40. 3-all in the third set. Orantes has won the first 2.
To the heavens after he made that one.
I don't think even Manuel Orantes believed he made that shot. He takes a 4-3 lead now in games of the third set.
Game, Orantes. He leads.
You are exploring a most compact source of power, the Buick V6. In published EPA mileage tests, it enabled Buick Century to achieve the best highway mileage of any U.S. midsize car, 24 miles per gallon, 16 in the city. And now, outstanding performances in the Union 76 economy test. All these laurels, and so young. Nice going, Shorty. Buick. To the free spirit.
Do you know me? Would you believe I'm Bugs Bunny? I'm also the voice of many other cartoon characters. But in here, they don't care if I'm Elmer Fudd. So I carry an American Express card, the one card I need for travel and entertaining, for business and pleasure. Why, without this, the only way I'd get any attention is by saying, that's all, folks.
To apply for a card, call 800-528-8000.
The American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
I've been coming to Forest Hills for 40-some years. I've never seen the fans so excited as the players walk back to their positions.
Manuel Orantes serving now, leading in the third set 4-3. This is Pat Summerall along with Bill Talbert and Tony Trabert. Orantes in the near court. Connors at the other end in trouble.
Fantastic. That's all I can say.
That is some kind of passing shot.
Ball went to Nastasi, and he got a big cheer. One of the few he's gotten this week.
just too steady, Tony. When he hits short, he's good. He gives him the junk. He hits deep. He can put pace on the ball, and he doesn't miss.
And it's 30 love.
There haven't been too many that he hasn't gotten to. That was one of them.
30-15. Orantes serving on your left, Connors on the right.
And serving well, too.
40-15.
We're in the third set. Orantes won the first two. He leads 4-3 in this one.
Tennis player.
Oh, smart play. Here comes Orantes for the first time in the match in behind his serve. Connors got over and went cross-court. Orantes stretched out, blocked the forehand volley into the open court. He has held serve. Connors now serves at 3-5 in the third set. Connors, well placed.
Again, you can hear Connors after every shot with that gasp. He puts everything into it. So does Orantes.
Traver and I were out there. It might be our last gasp.
15 all.
Well, that ball by Connors missed about 6 or 7 feet over the baseline. It's 15 all. Orantes told me that on one of his match points, he was down against Vilas. He went in behind his second service. I took a chance. Vilas didn't see me coming and made the volley.
Oh!
Out and makes the one-handed backhand. It's rolled cross-court. Connors guessed right, was there and missed the easy volley, and it's now 15-30. Orantes is 2 points away from becoming the U.S. Open singles champion. Connors waits for the crowd noise to die down. Orantes got there and hit his own foot with his racket. He was trying to make the swing. He was showing everybody that he tried to make the passing shot, and there's Bill Reardon. Tried to make the passing shot on the run. His racket hit his foot.
He's laughing at himself.
I'm sure that's more nervous laughter than anything else. It's 30 all. Out.
Ball is out.
And it's now match point for Manuel Orantes. To do was get it over the net. Connors was covering down the line. The backhand with topspin hit a little bit below the tape. And Connors has saved one match point. It's deuce.
Connors looked over and shook his finger at Orantes after that ball went into the net. Maybe to break some of the tension. Deuce.
Jimmy's mother said that he does that. His repartee with the crowd is to break the tension. Oh.
Way out.
Match point number 2 for Orantes.
Advantage, Orantes.
Orantes over to his wife. Jimmy Connor's mother behind him in a striped dress top. Connors, you can't see it, but there's Eli Nastasi, his doubles partner.
Game, set, and match. Orantes, 6-4.
There is Manuel Orantes.
6-3. Thank you, everyone.
Very, very few times you'll see Jimmy Connors in that position. Orantes talking with him now. U.S. Open champion Manuel Orantes. We'll be back in just a minute with more of the women's doubles final.
How do you spell relief?
When I get acid indigestion, I spell relief, R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
For gas, I spell it R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Rolaids spells relief. In this test with Rolaids active ingredient, laboratory acid changes color to prove Rolaids consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid. How do you spell relief?
For heartburn, I know. R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Rolaids spells relief.
For about 500,000 years, man has tried to be master of the water. Now, man has the upper hand with Black Max from Mercury. 175 horsepower. The most powerful production outboard we've ever built. Built to last. Built to take on the toughest water. And there's a bit of the Black Max in every Mercury. Mercury. Power and performance you can depend on.
Manuel Orantes, U.S. Open men's singles champion 1975. Tony?
The first major championship that Orantes has ever won. He's never won in Australia or the French, Wimbledon, or the U.S. Open until today.
And he was just superb against Connors. His dink shots, I think, is probably the appropriate word to call them. The change of pace against Connors was ever so effective.
Absolutely. He didn't give Connors any pace. He kept the ball going. He kept it low. He moved it around. There is a gentlemanly but despondent Jimmy Connors receiving the runner-up award from the president of USTA, Mr. Stan Moles.
But I'm sure that you would be the first to say that your opponent today was one of the greatest players playing at his very finest. On behalf of the U.S. Tennis Association, first of all, I would like to present you with this silver ball to go with the gold one you got last year. and your check for $12,000.
See what Connors has to say as he accepts the check. The runner-up check. Let's listen to what Jimmy has to say. The check is worth $12,000, by the way. Let's listen to Jimmy.
Thank you very much, Stan. First of all, to Manolo, he played unbelievable. I didn't think it would be possible for him through the whole course of a match to hit passing shots and to play the kind of shots that he did. But unfortunately for me, he did. No, he played great. Congratulations to you. Also, I hope, well, first of all, thank you to the people for coming out. This is the first time that, well, since I've been playing, I think since the U.S. Open has been around, that they had night matches. And I think not only for the day sessions, but for the night sessions, you people have been fantastic to come out and sit in the stands, sometimes in the cold, sometimes in the drizzle. So I think without the people here in the stands today, the tournament wouldn't be so much. So thank you all people here.
We'll be back with more action from the West Side Tennis Club at Forest Hills after a word from your local station.
Maud decides to enter politics on her season premiere tomorrow night at 9:30, 8:30 Central on CBS.
Famous players.
Back at the West Side Tennis Club, let's go down on the court where the presentation is being made to the U.S. Open men's singles champion Manuel Orantes.
$25,000.
$25,000. You hear the amount going to him. And let's see if we can pick up some of his words. The champion who complained earlier that he had not been given enough time on the stadium court. A very happy champion he is right now.
I want to turn around this way.
He lived, I suppose, Tony Trabert, for years, you'd have to say, in the shadow of another great Spanish player, Manuel Santana. Here's the last point.
Your last shore.
Okay, Orantes,
well,
back to you.
I would like to say that for me it's a big honor to have my name in such a big tournament like
In comes Connors. The forehand goes up the line. The next one goes up the line for a winner. There it is. And let's listen to Manuel Orantes.
I was also very lucky last night because I have a very tough match with Guillermo and he deserved to win too. I enjoyed very much all these 2 weeks playing with you people, supporting all the players, and I think it has been a great tournament, and I'm so excited that I only can say thank you and hope to see you next year. Thank you.
So, to Orantes, $25,000 and the U.S. Open men's singles. There was an absolutely terrific women's doubles match earlier this afternoon. between Margaret Court and Virginia Wade. They were partners against Billie Jean King and Rosie Casals. We're going to show you some highlights of that match in a minute. Right now, our working mate, the guy who was with us and the guy who's done such a terrific job of running this whole tournament. Let's go down to Bill Talbert.
They permitted me to take up a lot of the time at the company with a lot of help from everybody there. And this year, they're donating a Ford Pinto to you. And President of the United States Banknote Corporation, Mr. Dan Burns.
Manolo, on behalf of the United States Banknote Corporation, it's a pleasure to present this card to you. It's not very big, but it's awfully good on gas. Suerte y espero que todos sus éxitos sean tan grandes como hoy.
A real additional stuff that goes with being the U.S. Open champion now goes to Manuel Orantes, and he played just brilliant tennis.